Are you unlucky not to get something out of that game, or were you just not quite good enough against Everton?
I think we could have got something out of the game. I wouldn't say unlucky because it's football, and I don't think we peppered their goal with great opportunities. We had those opportunities you mentioned, which can get you at least a point. But we weren't at our best tonight. We've been on a really good run, and we knew what was coming with Everton, the physicality of the game, the early parts of the game. We didn't deal with that well. And once you go 1-0, you give yourself a problem and you give them something to hang on to. And the game went like that, and we didn't show enough at that point to break them down, I don't think.
As far as the penalty was concerned, was it an uncharacteristic mistake from Edouard Mendy?
Yeah. I mean, he's been fantastic since he's been here. And I don't think it was just clearly his mistake either. I think the mentality of the team to deal with second balls in the early parts of the game wasn't so good. And this is a stadium, this is a team well organised, wanted to stop us playing, and when you give them that head start, then it's very difficult. And as I say, we didn't quite do enough then. I don't think we necessarily deserved to lose the game in terms of those couple of chances you mentioned, but if we're honest with ourselves, it wasn't the us of recently.
Look, it's the first defeat in a very long time, but you are still third in the table. Is it important to keep things in perspective?
Yeah, well, it might be for everyone else. It's never been that way for me. I keep reading how we had the strongest squad in the league. I don't understand it, because squads around us, the teams that have won titles in the last 3 or 4 years, that have got players littered through their squads that have, wingers that are scoring 30 goals a year, strikers that are scoring 20, 30 goals a year on year, people that have won Champions League and won leagues. And we're clearly not that. We have some young players. We have some players, of course, that have won titles, but as a squad, we have some players that are new to the Premier League. There's some players that are young and were playing in the Championship or on loan within the last 2 years. So we are in a position where we're a work in progress, and nights like tonight may happen. I don't like them, but that's the challenge for us, is to make sure that we bounce back very strong. And let's see for Tuesday.
Thank you, Frank. Safe journey back.
Thank you.
Hi, Frank.
Hello.
Hiya. How much did you miss the wide players, the injured wide players? How hard a call was it to leave Pulisic out? Was it close? And I think you've already intimated you hope that Tuesday's in mind, but how hard was it to leave him out for such a game as this?
Yeah, well, it wasn't hard. It was just a fact. It had to be left out. If he's uncomfortable in training this week and yesterday, he can't play 90 minutes or start a game in the Premier League. So yeah, we did miss our 3 wingers that are injured. Coming back to the same story, there are muscle injuries all over the Premier League. Rodriguez is out for them today. I think when you watch Everton against Chelsea, you want to see these sort of players, these exciting wingers. And if you don't see them, then I think we're not seeing the best of the Premier League. So I think it comes back to what I think is going to be addressed again with the 5 subs later in the week. And for terms of player welfare, if we're asking players to fly all over the world for their country and play 3 games in 10 days and come back and play on a Saturday morning early and then go again on a Tuesday and go again on a Saturday, players that are at the higher end of the pitch that are explosive are getting issues all over the Premier League. So yeah, that's a big picture, and it's frustrating for everybody. Every team has big squads, so everybody can pack their benches and everybody can use their squads to get through these unprecedented fixture list times. Did we miss the wide players today? Yeah, we did, because they're big players for us.
Let's do a couple of questions for Monday, starting with Nizar.